Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Mana. Mana is currently moving up as well a little bit. Mana, however, is still in this below the descending trend line that you can see here on the chart. Mana, I'm quite glad how it did react to the 0.214 fib level here. Yeah, at 172. You know, we moved that target area. I had to put the alternative in place after all of this here at 260 was broken, unfortunately. That was a key level on which I based before my Elliott wave analysis, but because that was broken, we had to go to the high level wave count and then set the price needed to come down to 171, which it did here. At least I think we could even see in the next wave down that $1.18 level. That would be the 0.887 fib level. So just because it's moving up today doesn't necessarily mean that the downtrend is over. You know what my expectations are for Bitcoin, which is further downside after an initial move up. So I wouldn't be surprised if in this move up we're going to see that trend line here at 260 potentially, test that and then get a final sell-off down, which is good because that would mean one, Mana could be bought cheaper, and second, that correction should really get close to finish hopefully. So yeah, what we can see here potentially was here a wave 1, 2, then here a 3, 4, and I think we can see that wave 5 still coming, very similar to what Solana is doing. This here was not a 3, 4 because it's coming up too far basically, and this one as well cutting into the price range of the wave 1, so you get here a bit of an extended wave 3, I guess, and then you see your wave 4. Now, what would be the ideal retracement level for that wave 4? We can draw the fibs from the beginning of that wave 3 all the way down to the wave 3, and then we can see that we're already at the 0.618 Fibonacci level. So, sorry, not points. It's the 0.382. I've got them reversed. 0.382. This is just to refer to Bitcoin. If you've seen my Bitcoin videos, this would be that level. The 0.382 fib level is the level that I expect for Bitcoin to see. That is equivalent to Bitcoin's 43K. Now, obviously, we're not there yet with Bitcoin. If Bitcoin is moving up, I wouldn't be surprised if we can see Mana here heading towards 260, the 0.5 fib level. Yeah, that would then be, however, very close to that descending trend line. I'd be a bit surprised if it moves higher. Yeah, I don't necessarily think so, because also then I think we are going to get overbought here, probably on the 4-hour chart if we move much higher. But yeah, you can see how the price is adhering to these fib levels. So I think we have a valid fib here and we have a valid wave count here. And yeah, that could really indicate that we have already seen now that wave 4. And basically, again, that's an ideal retracement level for a wave 4. But yeah, it could also go to 258 here, that 0.5 fib level. Really interesting. But then based on that, I would also expect another move down, another sell-off, because we are still on the daily, we are still in the bearish range on the RSI, and especially on the higher level time frames here on the 4-hour chart. The MACD is still pointing down. Okay, we can see now a first bar going light red, yeah, which means basically the selling pressure is reducing a little bit, but still this is too early to really come to conclusion that downtrend would be over. Especially on the weekly, we are still very early. We've only just had a couple of weeks ago this bearish cross on the MACD, and there is more moves to the downside possible. Especially here, we on the weekly RSI we dropped below 50, are possibly now retesting that 50 line from below, and could then get another drop. So message here is we've moved up nicely. Oops, we are still below that descending trend line, which is so important, and very crucially, we have done what a wave 4 needs to do. So we could expect here a move down imminently. So at the moment, it's probably the worst, not the worst time to buy, don't get me wrong, but we are heading here towards resistance levels. So I wouldn't go in now, you know, obviously down here would have been an interesting level at the fibs or so. Now it's probably, depending again on the time horizon, you know, this will go up much more in the next move up anyway. But for someone who's looking for some short-term gains, shouldn't normally go in here because we're close to a descending trend line. You know, buying long just below resistance often just doesn't make sense. I would typically wait until you know, resistance is flipped for support, or in a downtrend support is hit and you see some sort of a reaction. In the end, you know, someone who's just dollar cost averaging in, it doesn't matter really, especially at the moment where we are like more than 50% down off the all-time high. And in the end, it doesn't probably matter because overall the projection of the next fib level to the upside would suggest here at least a $9 mana, and from now to $35 to $9, that's fairly interesting, especially as the 200% would suggest $11 and the 2.618 fib extension $14, and that depends on how that impulse will look like when we hit support or hit the bottom and then start to move very rapidly, I think, into new all-time highs. That's only my view, you know. Of course, it could take longer, but I mean, my view currently is that in Q1 that correction could be over. I think we are fairly close to the low, which doesn't mean we couldn't drop another 30-40%, but I think we are fairly close, also time-wise, to the completion of that correction. And when everybody's too scared, then I think it's going to turn around. All right, hopefully you liked that update. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. And if you're interested, join the channel membership for a live stream per week, Telegram and Discord. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.